Hi, this is Junto. Welcome to Tree Leaf. It's all sacred. One of the things I love about reading instructions for the cook is that I often look at my life as making soup. That's what it is. It's a lifelong process of making a rich, thick soup with countless ingredients, changing every day. We add a bit of this, a bit of that, some things sweet, some things bitter, some things of our choosing, a lot that's not of our choosing, and we mix it all up, try to get the balance right, try to put sincerity in it, as Master Dogen instructs, and every day, that's what we taste. That's our life. Now, in this section, Master Dogen is counseling us that we just have to make our soup with the ingredients that life hands us. And we don't need to think about what is good and bad all the time. We don't need to reject the ingredients that look a bit wilted or a bit stale. We just have to take what we get and make the best of it. Make the best soup we can. This little piece of green is sacred. You see, one of the lovely things about Master Dogen's view is that when we drop all thought of likes and dislikes, attractions and aversions, judgments, thinking what is high, thinking what is low, thinking what pleases us, thinking what's displeasing, you might think that what we end up with is a bland, neutral, flavorless soup because all the judgments are gone. If you judge everything the same, all you end up is just sameness, dull, flavorless, gray. Well, that's not what we're tasting when we sit zazen and drop all our judgments. When you drop all judgments and separations of this and that, you find not something that's gray, something that's as colorful as the rainbow. Each aspect of it, a facet of a jewel of infinite sides and shapes and colors, each sacred, each little green of the soup, sacred, tasty too. We learn to see all of life, both the parts we like and the parts we might not be crazy about, as jewels. Each a jewel of Indra's net, all linked together, reflecting one into the other, each sacred. In this section, Master Dogen takes a couple of famous Buddhist stories and changes them just a little. In one, Buddha is given a palace by an Indian god, an Indian diva, Indra. Takes a blade of grass and throws it in the ground, and voila! A palace arises. Well, you might think that this is a bit of magic, but Master Dogen makes sure that we understand that the great blade of grass is the palace. Each blade of grass is a Buddhist palace. And the same with the other passage, which speaks of Buddha's preaching and practicing the Buddha's teachings, the Buddhist teachings, the Dharma, in worlds as infinite as there are bits of dust. Master Dogen, in his way, twists that not to say worlds of Buddhas as infinite as grains of dust, but that each grain of dust, each grain of sand is a Buddha's world, is sacred. Like Blake said, can you see the universe in a grain of sand? Each one sacred, beautiful. When we drop all thoughts of likes and dislikes, we're not left with a bland, flavorless soup. We're left with a very rich soup. Each bite a little different. Each bite tasty in its way. That is life. It's all sacred. Shall we sit with that?